Hello YouTube. Hello my subscribers. If you're not one of my subscribers and you're watching this video, before we get started, I want you to subscribe to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below, press the notification bell icon so you'll get updated on all future videos automatically. Hit the thumbs up button showing YouTube that you like this video, or heck, if you hate the video, go ahead and hit the thumbs down. I really don't care. Comment down below for your thoughts on this video and for your thoughts and suggestions, comments, criticisms on any future videos that you'd like to see me make. I'll think about it. I'll entertain the idea if it's something I want to do or if it's a topic I want to talk about. So, I haven't made very many videos about my regular content lately. I've just been mostly posting videos that my children suggested. You know, every once in a while they'll say, "Daddy, film me doing this or that, post it." And I've done that, but I haven't really made any of my own videos lately. I've been really concentrating on my business and growing my business, and I've been making a lot of strides in that area, a lot of successes in that area. That I'm happy about, but it's been taking up a lot of my time, a lot of my energy. So I guess I owe you guys an apology, kind of neglecting you. You're kind of like been in the back seat for a little bit. So I'm not really, from last year's video, I'm not really big on the whole New Year's resolution thing. To me, New Year's is just another day, just like any other day, like every day in the last 6,000 years of recorded human history, and it doesn't really mean anything. I think that you should always be leveling up, always be striding for success. But I know that a lot of you, just culturally take New Year's as an opportunity to try to figure out new ways to upgrade your life, to better yourself. That's when people start going to the gym, start exercising, start eating what they deem to be healthier, whether it's based on actual health or not. So I'm going to just give you a little bit of advice from my perspective, from my knowledge, that will help you to get healthier, more fit, more lean, more muscular, more ripped, and just be overall healthier, more energetic, and feel better in 2021. Because we all know 2020 kicked everybody's butt. A lot of my strides in my business did not come at anything but great expense because of all of the crazy stuff that's going on economically with COVID. It affected every business, every market, everything in the business world, including what I do, which is flip land. So it came at great cost to me to get accomplished what I did get accomplished. Not that business doesn't always do that, but more so this year, like with everyone. So this video is going to be my tips on how you can be healthier, more fit, more energetic in 2021, because everybody knows, no matter what your stance is on COVID, whether you're a pro-masker, anti-masker, pretty much everyone believes that COVID is a thing. Some people believe it's more serious, some people believe it's more exaggerated, but we all know it is a virus, it is a thing, and raising your immune system can only help, can't hurt anything, so why not do it? So here's my suggestions to you for 2021. Intermittent fasting. There's different types of intermittent fasting. I recommend the 23-1. That's where you fast for 23 hours a day and then eat for a 1-hour eating window between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. You can also fast until 4 p.m. and then end the fast at 8 p.m. and that will give you a 3-hour eating window, which would be more of a that would be a 21-3 as opposed to a 21, 22, 23. Yeah, that'd be a 21-3 as opposed to a 23-1. So you can either fast for 21 hours and eat for 3 hours, or you can fast for 23 hours and eat for 1 hour. That would be your eating window. That's called O.M.A.D. Um, one meal a day is what O.M.A.D means. It's called intermittent fasting. Some people call the type of O.M.A.D I do nothing till 4 diet. Marcus Rothkranz calls it nothing till 4 diet. A lot of people that follow Marcus Rothkranz know what I'm talking about. But that's what I recommend. I recommend the intermittent fasting 23-hour fasting, 1 hour eating window, O.M.A.D nothing till 4 diet. Or, like I said, 21-3, which is easier to do and has very similar results. It will raise your metabolism to the highest level imaginable. It will make your body run off of the fat on your body in the areas you don't want it in, being your stomach, your midsection, love handles, back, lower back area. Just the whole spare tire will disappear within 30 to 60 days of doing O.M.A.D. I guarantee you that. So O.M.A.D is one way that you can accelerate your fat loss, that it will rip you up. If you're a male especially, it will make you lean and ripped without almost any effort at all as far as exercise. And I'm going to get to exercise in a minute, but you don't even have to exercise with O.M.A.D and you will get lean and ripped. And not only will it eat the fat in your body, but when you're doing O.M.A.D dieting, your body starts to burn any unhealthy cells, any unhealthy things that are not supposed to be present in your body. Your body starts to use that as fuel. Any mutated, deformed cells, anything like that, any toxins in your body that are stored in fat cells, anything that should not be there and is not beneficial to your health, your body will remove when you are O.M.A.D intermittent fasting. And you can do that indefinitely, and that is the ultimate goal. And I recommend that you do that indefinitely. So besides O.M.A.D intermittent fasting, second thing I recommend that you do is sprint. Sprinting is amazing. Sprinting is good for your lungs. Sprinting is good for your heart. Sprinting actually builds muscle, unlike every other form of running. If you ever look at a professional sprinter's body versus a professional long distance runner's body, it's completely night and day difference. A sprinter is like cut, buff, not buff like a bodybuilder, but like cut and lean and buff and muscular just from sprinting in and of itself. Even sprinters, that's all they do. So I recommend that you do different variations of sprinting exercises, running your fastest, maxing out at your top running speed, like you're running for dear life for 12 seconds on, then 12 seconds off, you jog or walk, 12 seconds on, you run for dear life, 12 seconds off, you sprint or walk. And uphill sprinting is especially good. Sprinting in sand can also be especially good, but uphill sprinting is really, really good. If you do sprinting, even without O.M.A.D, that will accelerate your fat loss of the same area. The spare tire area will be all gone in fat. If you do O.M.A.D and sprinting, I can't even tell you, like, it's you won't believe the type of results you'll get and how fast you'll get them. So that's what I recommend to you. By the way, I'm in my pajamas. It's a snowy winter day. I'm at home. I had my kids for weeks for Christmas break and everything, and I had a crazy day today. Got my whole house painted, ceiling and stuff. Got my roof redone recently. Got my ceiling painted on the inside. So I'm in my pajamas. Usually I'm in a suit, or I'm in, some nice clothes, a nice V-neck t-shirt, leather jacket, trendy and all that. I don't care today. I'm chilling. I'm relaxing. I love my children. I don't like being apart from them, but when I'm forced to be apart from them against my will, I might as well relax and enjoy it. So I'm in my pajamas for this YouTube video. I'm in my Snuggie, my winter Snuggie, enjoying, well, I don't really like snow, but enjoying the snow as much as I can enjoy snow, enjoying getting to wear my warm Snuggie. So you're just gonna have to deal with that. This is free advice, so you can deal with my Snuggie pajamas, okay? I'll maybe someday I'll rock the suit pajamas for you, but today isn't that day. Today I'm rocking the comfortable pajamas. Suit pajamas are fly. Snuggie pajamas are comfortable. So that's what I'm doing today. So anyways, recommend O.M.A.D 23-1 intermittent fasting, ideally. I recommend sprinting and uphill sprinting specifically if you have a hill, but if not, then just regular sprinting, 12 seconds on, 12 seconds off, running for dear life, then jogging, running for dear life, then jogging, as many times as you can do it until you can't do it anymore, and then just add an extra 12 seconds the next day, add an extra 12 seconds the next day, and just keep doing that. Keep doing that, okay? With intermittent fasting, you can pretty much, you can literally eat whatever you want and you will look lean and ripped and be a heck of a lot healthier and more energetic than you were before you started doing it. But just because you can doesn't mean you should. I recommend that the diet you eat when intermittent fasting, or even if not intermittent fasting, even if you want to eat 3 meals a day like a regular person, the whole food plant-based diet, high raw but cooked as well, if you want whole food plant-based diet, even if you're eating that on a regular eating schedule, will change the whole game for you. If you're eating it on an intermittent fasting, 1 meal a day eating schedule, and sprinting, you're gonna get results that you would never even fathom possible. You just have to make sure that you are getting in the proper amount of carbs and calories if you're doing a whole food plant-based diet and 1 meal a day, because a plant-based diet is low calorie typically. Leafy greens and things like that are low calorie. There are high carb plants like potatoes and things like that, rice. You have to make sure you get those in. You want to get a lot of carbs in. I don't care what society tells you. Don't be scared of the carbs. Okay, just get them in the healthiest plant-based forms, most unprocessed forms possible, and you will be fine. Get in a lot of carbs on a whole food plant-based diet. Get in a lot of leafy greens. Get in a lot of fruits. Get in a lot of vegetables. Get in a lot of root vegetables. Get in a lot of soaked and sprouted nuts and seeds. Herbs. Get in as much variety of plants as you can in your whole food plant-based diet. And if you do that, a lot of raw fruits and vegetables, like salads and things like that, some cooked like potatoes and rice, and you do O.M.A.D and you do sprinting, nobody's gonna recognize you, and only in the best ways imaginable if you do that, okay? I recommend juice fasting, but specifically juice feasting. Vegetable juice is what I'm talking about. If you're O.M.A.D, 1 meal a day fasting, you want to go with like leafy green juices and things like that, not fruit juices, because if you drink fruit juices while you're trying O.M.A.D, that's not O.M.A.D anymore, because that's food. Your body is going to be running off of the glucose and the sugar and the fruit, and not off of the fat in your 1 meal. And during your 1 meal, it's not going to feed off the fat of your body. It's going to feed off of the sugar of the fruit juice. So don't do that. But leafy greens, you can consume leafy greens or water while you're O.M.A.D fasting, 1 meal a day fasting, and it won't affect it. So juice fasting, juice feasting, whole food plant-based diet, O.M.A.D 23-1 intermittent fasting, 1 meal a day, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. eating window, sprinting. Do those things, and as far as health, your body will completely change. And another good tip is get into calisthenics. Start studying calisthenics, especially because a lot of you can't go to the gym and everything because of COVID-19. And then some gyms are open, but like me, I don't wear them. I don't do these COVID masks, so I don't go anywhere that requires it whatsoever. So I'm not going to a gym, period, if they're going to require that of me, and they are requiring it. So that's another good reason to learn calisthenics. And then just anytime you have a free second, we have this thing in our mind where we got this American mindset where we got to have a set, I got to go to the gym and work out for 2 hours straight or not work out at all. And if I can't do my 2 hours straight, I'm not going to do it at all. And that's silly. Anytime you have a free second, just pop down and do 10 push-ups. And then once 10 becomes easy to you, do 11, then do 12, then do 20, then do 30, until you're up to 100, 200 push-ups. Once you get to the point where you can do 200 push-ups, you can pop those out in a couple of minutes, 2 minutes. You're in the middle of running your errands, doing your chores, checking your mail, whatever, just pop down and do 200 push-ups. Do squats. You don't need weights to do squats. Just do calisthenic squats. You can put one arm on something, like on a couch, and then put one arm on the ground, and then start training towards one arm push-ups. Do both arms evenly. Put more weight on the arm that's doing the push-up, and then just barely prop up on the other arm, just like on a couch or on a chair, and start training for one arm push-ups. You can start training for one arm push-ups with your knees on the ground. You can do pull-ups. You can do chin-ups. You can do. You can put your feet on your couch or on a chair. Put your hands on the floor, and just lift up. And it's like doing handstand push-ups, but with only half your body weight. So it'll make it easier for you to start out until you can actually do handstand push-ups full on. Do all of that. Try it. So that's my advice for 2021. That's my advice in general, but I know y'all are into New Year's and all that. So that's my advice for you for 2021. Start off the new year, but don't just do it for the first 2 weeks of New Year's and then quit. Don't do that. Sprint every day for 2021, or maybe take 2 days off, or something like that every week. But sprint mostly every day. Eat O.M.A.D mostly every day, and then you can have cheat days or whatever. Eat a whole food plant-based diet every day, and then you can have cheat days every now and then, a couple times a month, if you want to. And do some calisthenics on and off, just whenever you get some free time. You're driving down the street, you see a children's park, go use a pull-up bar. If you're just walking around the office and you're nobody's around to look at you like you're crazy, just drop down and get yourself some push-ups in. Just get it in. So that's my health, wellness, fitness, and dietary advice for 2021 for you. And if you haven't started a business of some kind, a home business of some kind, start a business. Don't work for someone else for the rest of your life. There's nothing wrong with having your job and doing what you have to do, but when you get off, do your own business and work for your own dream, because you're making somebody else rich at your job. Make yourself rich in the long term. Try to figure out residual income sources. Here's some homework for you for 2021. If you haven't already, everybody wealthy I've ever met has attributed it, that anybody wealthy I've ever met that's under like the age of 50 or 45 has attributed it to a few books. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, The 4-Hour Work Week by Timothy Ferriss, and Mentored by a Millionaire, The Master Strategies of Superachievers by Stephen K. Scott. The first two of those you can find on YouTube in an audiobook form for free, and just listen to them. Just push play. And that's Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki and The 4-Hour Work Week by Timothy Ferriss. The last one, Mentored by a Millionaire, The Master Strategies of Superachievers by Stephen K. Scott. You can't get an audiobook of that for free on YouTube. You can buy an audiobook of it on Amazon for pretty cheap, and it's worth every bit of that. That book is amazing. That book is the best. Only book that in my mind is above that book, and I feel weird even comparing them, but it's the Bible. The Bible is the ultimate book. It's actually 66 books, or 66 books and letters. But besides the Bible, The Master Strategies of Superachievers by Stephen K. Scott is my number 2 all-time best book ever, business-related book. And then The 4-Hour Work Week and Rich Dad, Poor Dad are right even with each other in third place. Okay, so check those 3 books out. That's a good homework assignment for your business mindset for 2021. Is Mentored by a Millionaire, The Master Strategies of Superachievers audiobook. Get that on Amazon. Buy it. Listen to it every day. Get Rich Dad, Poor Dad on YouTube for free and just listen to it, by Robert Kiyosaki audiobook. And The 4-Hour Work Week by Timothy Ferriss audiobook for free on YouTube. Just go type them in, search them, listen to them. And then do what they say. Apply them to your real life as best as you can. Doesn't have to be perfectly in alignment with what they say. If you can't afford to do everything they say, or if you don't have the time to do everything they say at first, just do what you can. A mentor of mine used to say, inch by inch, this is a cinch, but yard by yard, it's crazy hard. Meaning that starting your own business can be simple, but it's not going to be easy. It's very, very, very hard. It is. And anybody that tells you otherwise is a liar. But you can do it. So get yourself healthy, whole food plant-based diet, juice fasting, or juice feasting, a lot of fruit and vegetable smoothies, intermittent fasting, 1 meal a day, sprinting, drink lots of water, calisthenics, and just get yourself in shape, get yourself healthy and well. Health is wealth and movement is medicine, as a friend of mine once said. And then get yourself a business of any kind. I do real estate, but you don't have to do real estate. You can do all kinds of different sorts of businesses. It really doesn't matter. Just pick what works for you and do it, and be your own boss. Ultimately, work yourself out of the job, get to where you can fire your boss. And it might take a long time, might be taking 4 or 5 years, but you can do it. Just you can do it. I believe in you. I don't care what your wife says. I don't care what your mom says. I don't care what your boss says. I don't care what your friends say. Don't listen to any of them if they are not encouraging you to do these things. Listen to, go find people that have done these things and befriend them and listen to their advice. If somebody doesn't have what you want in a specific area of life, disregard their advice totally. I don't want you to listen to fat people on healthy eating advice. I don't want you to listen to fat people on fitness advice. I don't want you to listen to somebody who's worked at the same job for 50 years and has not gotten any significant raise in income about financial advice. I don't want you to listen to somebody who doesn't own their own land or has never grown their own food about how to homestead. I don't want you doing that. Go find the people who have done what you have in mind to get accomplished. Go find the ones who have done it the best, the smartest, not the hardest, the smartest working way, and learn from what they did, and then figure out ways to even improve it and streamline it. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can go find people who have already done what you want to do. Don't listen to people who say that what you want to do is impossible. Go find people who did it and learn how they did it. People who haven't done it, it is impossible to do it if you listen to them, because they've never done it. So for them, their instructions will make it impossible for you. But if you find people who've already done it, listen to them. They will tell you how to do it. So I don't know if I'm going to do another video before 2021. Maybe not, because that's tomorrow. I'm filming this night before New Year's Eve. So might be the last video of 2020. I haven't made a lot of videos the last few months in 2020 because 2020 is just honestly, in my life, like everybody else, is just on my nerves, and I don't want to make videos about it 24/7, and I don't want to make videos ignoring it, because that's just disrespectful to everybody that's going through it, in my opinion, you know, including myself. So I've just been kind of just focusing on my business, focusing on my children, focusing on myself. But I didn't want to leave you guys at the end of 2020 with nothing to help you level up in 2021. So if you haven't done so already, like I said at the beginning, if you didn't listen, subscribe to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below, push the notification bell-shaped icon. It will give you updates automatically on any future videos I do. I have lots of good advice for you coming up. I have lots of good things for you. It's all free. I don't charge you anything. I don't have a Patreon at the moment. I don't have any super chats. I'm not doing any of that fancy stuff. I'm just here to help you. My videos aren't monetized. I don't have any commercials. I'm not making any money off of YouTube. I'm here to help you with things I wish people helped me with. It took me years and years to learn, years of autodidactic education, lots of money spent on books, lots of money spent on audiobooks, lots of money spent on courses and modules, how to learn to flip real estate, how to learn to run a business, how to learn to grow your own food, how to learn to eat healthy, what is healthy, what isn't, how to learn fitness and diet and exercise. I spent countless thousands of dollars on that stuff over the years, and I'm just here to share it with you honestly, because I'm a good father, and I've been robbed of my kids for 90% of the month, 90% of their life by the family courts. And all of the stuff that I invested a lot of money in learning for my kids so that I could homeschool them, I'm simply a filled vessel that needs to be emptied of knowledge so that I can die knowing that my knowledge didn't go to waste just because it couldn't all been used on my children like it should have been and was intended to. So you're my outlet. I'm here to help you. You're like my children. Okay, so take my advice, don't waste it, and make it work for you. Subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, hit the thumbs up because you know this video deserves it. But if you hated it, hit the thumbs down. I don't care. Comment down below. Tell me how much you love me. Tell me how much you hate me. Any comments, concerns, criticisms, advice, ideas for upcoming videos you'd like to see, let me know down below. I'll consider it. Just keep it PG. You know, don't be using cuss words or any derogatory slurs in my comments, or I'll have to delete it. But other than that, just say whatever you want to say. Recommend whatever you want to recommend. I'll consider it. So, happy 2021. I'm glad you survived 2020. Let's be quite honest. 2020 was basically the apocalypse and everything that us crazy preppers, us doomsday preppers have been warning you about. Us crazy people that moved out to the middle of nowhere to grow their own food, to raise their own meat, to raise their own cheese and milk and egg making animals, to grow their own fruits and vegetables, to self-quarantine before Corona ever even was a blip on your radar. Us crazy preppers warned you. Now we could say we told you so, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to say maybe start listening to us, okay? So check out the channel. I might start doing some videos on growing your own food. I know fantastically, absurdly easy ways to do it that don't involve tilling or fertilizing or weeding or watering even. And I might do that. I might make some videos on that if you guys are interested, because I had my garden destroyed by a tornado recently. I had an acre garden and I had it destroyed by a tornado, so I have to start it all over anyway. If you guys are interested, I'll video that. I'll make some videos on that. I'll make some videos on how to raise your own meat, milk, egg, and cheese, and producing animals, and use them as free lawnmowers, because I have goats, and you can use goats, sheep, chickens, rabbits, turkeys as lawnmowers, and instead of mowing your lawn, they'll eat your lawn. You don't have to feed them, you water them, and then you can eat them if you want to. I know I just advocated a whole food plant-based diet primarily, but that's why it's called plant-based, not plant-only. You can still eat meat if you want to, or not if you don't want to. The more you eat only plants, the healthier you'll be. But if you're gonna eat meat, you might as well raise it yourself, free range it, grass feed it. It's gonna be a heck of a lot healthier for the animal and for you if you do it that way. So yeah, I got lots of things that I can make videos on. If you're interested in gardening, I can teach you that. If you're interested in real estate, I can teach you more about that. If you're interested in men's fashion, day game, pickup, talking to women, I can teach you about that. There's lots of things I can tell you. Just let me know what you're interested in. You're my subscribers. The ones that are already subscribed are the ones I'm going to primarily listen to the recommendations of. If you're not subscribed and you give me a recommendation, I may consider it. If you are subscribed, I'm going to definitely very seriously consider it, because you're a subscriber, so you're part of my family to me. So yeah, happy 2021. Congratulations on surviving the 2020 apocalypse, the pandemic, and all of it. God bless you. I love you guys. I take your lives very, very seriously. I give you only the best advice on health, wellness, fitness, business, lifestyle, especially any men that are subscribed. I have a heart for you, fathers in particular. I got a special place in my heart for you. I'm here for you, and I'm going to help you any way I can. Stay tuned. Great things are coming. Sherrick Official.